Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Happy New Year. Today we check in with the Robbins Theater as they get ready to celebrate 100 years. I also prepare a very hearty ravioli soup. But first, let's check in with the three friends who are Love Soup. Well, you may remember the animal charity event that we covered, and Love Soup was one of the participants. And now I'm here at their world headquarters, the culinary center of the universe, McDonald, Ohio, in the Love Soup kitchen. Lisa, I cannot believe how versatile your organization is here.
It is a hybrid of craziness.
It is.
It is.
I mean, you've got Amanda on sweets, you've got BJ on everything else. And you organized this crazy caravan.
It is. It is my baby, and we kind of started 1,000 years ago in my house. I've always loved to cook. Grew up with a very ethnic family, and we'd spend holidays and Sundays together eating around my grandmother's big table. And I've always had a love for cooking, and it just sort of morphed into, hey, will you make me some wedding soup? Then I took soup to a friend one time, and it's just sort of morphed from that into this crazy animal that we have right now. And we did the majority of that at home in my house for several years, and then it just kept growing and growing. COVID was very good to us.
Yes, well,
and here we are.
Very good to those that cook. And you know, people aren't cooking anymore.
They are
and
not.
The wedding soup, and you know, you offer, so it's what, 3 days a week?
We are open in-house 3 days a week.
And you can just pick up your meals.
You can, or you can come in and sit with us.
Always have a different menu each day.
Every week. We have a different menu weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah.
And you just go online and find out or call you.
Yeah, or you can call us.
And what do you think your specialties are? Other than the wedding soup, which looks amazing, and BJ's hot peppers.
I'd say soup is obviously one of our bigger sellers right now. It's chili, and it's Ohio. And wedding soup, of course, to Youngstown is a big deal. And it's been my baby, so we've kind of built our products around that. But right now, with the extension of our team, Amanda is in here every day making beautiful pastries. We have cinnamon rolls, and she can do pretty much just about anything. She has beautiful cakes and any kind of decadent dessert you could think of. And then, of course, our executive chef, BJ Sulka, really you name it, and we can make it happen.
What do you think your specialties are? When you know, are sitting down for a consultation on a catering gig, you like the pastas, the chicken, what is it you really like?
Try and focus on center of the plate, the protein. You know, like Lisa mentioned, we don't go by menus, we go by what you like. If you had something last January in Maryland that you loved, that apple crusted pork tenderloin or something, we can do anything, and we do anything. You know, price point is not a big deal.
And what do you eat at home? I'd like to know. Cereal. What, BJ, if I go to your house for dinner, what am I going to be served?
There's 4 boxes of cereal at all times.
You're Jerry Seinfeld.
I see the same stuff all the time.
Right.
You know what my go-to is? A cup of soup.
Soup.
That's my go-to.
I love soup. I can eat soup every day of the week.
It's comforting. It's always
love
there.
It.
It's rotating. It's different. It's
not we make a big sandwich. Batch.
Yes.
And I'm going to check your skills out right now.
Please do.
Excuse me before this gets cold. Bill, sorry, I don't know if there'll be any left for you. But this was all beautifully done, just like I like it. Oh, man. Good. This has got to be a popular appetizer.
It's a great holiday dish. Yeah.
This is delicious.
And now, you know, I'm sure everyone's been to the store. It's almost cheaper to eat out than it is to buy out.
I know. And then, you know, you've got all the ingredients here.
Yeah.
And I really like that you're doing a lot of on-site catering.
Yeah.
You know,
we do drop-offs. We do any kind of a party, anniversary, surprises. You name it, we'll do it.
Well, Amanda is the baking goddess here at Love Soup. And, you know, not everybody can bake.
It's true.
Are you a cook?
I am. I do have a culinary degree, but I jokingly say that I'm a terrible cook. that I would rather bake and do things like that.
I mean, because I am really challenged when it comes to baking, so I am impressed. I mean, you have all this dough. What are we gonna make today? The pies?
Yes, they're cranberry orange hand pies with our little love soup stamper that we have.
Oh my gosh, they look beautiful. So, is this a regular pie dough?
It's very similar. There is sour cream in this one, unlike most pie
Yeah.
doughs, but that's basically the pie dough with sour cream.
Would you make one for me?
I will.
Because then I want to eat it.
We have this little love soup stamp that one of our many wonderful people that are behind the scenes ordered
Yes.
for us. So we made pot pies and we put them on
Isn't that
the stamp too. So.
sweet? Okay.
And with these, because they are a little bit smaller than normal hand pies, I try not to fill them too much.
Yeah, because it'll run out.
Right. And of course, we can't find our pastry brush for some unknown reason, so we'll just...
Well, BJ probably stole it.
He probably did. He hides things all the time, so...
So, you guys are all friends from high school, huh?
We are. We all grew up in McDonald. I mean, if you know McDonald, it's, the booming metropolis.
It is. It's the culinary capital of the world.
That is true. You are right. So just put a little egg wash on it to seal it. Then you can take your fork, which I'm sure you know. You're the master in the kitchen as well.
Oh, yes.
Push these
Not
things
this.
together.
That looks so cute. Here, I'm going to finish sealing it.
Oh, thank you.
So, how long?
About 6-7 minutes, and you'll get one of these delightful little guys.
My, look how beautiful. This is a little holiday cocktail. It's really not that different, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. And now that I know you're all, bandies from, McDonald High School, I think you need to loosen up. Have a little beverage. So this cocktail is 2 ounces of vodka. Always use a measure, because you can get a little kooky when you just freehand pour. And then 2 ounces of cranberry. I like the one with no sugar. And then I did a fresh squeeze of lime juice, and that is 1 ounce. Here we go. I don't have my glasses on, but I can see. And last but not least, just a squirt to save the calories instead of a simple syrup. Yep. I've been using, agave nectar. That's like a teaspoon. All right, so I'm gonna shake this up. So you guys go to your class reunions together?
Never. Here it is, right here.
You know what? You should host one. So now this, I forgot my cranberries. But you could use that as a garnish, or a little rosemary, or, lime wheel. And I hope you like it. And you guys,
thank you.
I am telling you, Love Soup is happening.
Thank you. Thanks for visiting.
I really appreciate it. And I know
Salud.
you guys are
Salud,
going
baby.
on to cater the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and visiting.
I mean it.
Appreciate it.
All righty.
Salud.
Salud. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Rob, I really love the holidays at Kamara's.
Yeah,
All the lights,
the shopping,
families coming together,
finding deals,
giving to others,
discounts,
baking cookies,
specials,
love, joy, cheer.
sales.
Family just always being around,
Aww.
just there, saying things.
And presents.
Get real, get Kamara.
Woolley Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old World Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Woolley Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
You better come on in my kitchen.
You are going to love the soup that I am preparing today. It is really hearty and it is quite a big quantity. It will serve a crowd, or you can enjoy it for a few days. My girlfriend Sherry was telling me about this soup that she was making, and she's getting all these ingredients, and it's very, very versatile. You can take or add whatever you like. I'm calling it ravioli soup because the starch in it will be a mini ravioli, but you could also use tortellini, or you could use just a small noodle pasta, and it would almost be like a pasta fazool. Add beans, don't add beans, but you'll see. We are gonna make this. It's really quick, it goes together nicely, and you are going to enjoy it. For this recipe, you'll need 1/2 pound of Italian link sausage cut into 1/2 inch coins, 1 medium onion chopped, 3 ribs of celery chopped, 3 carrots peeled and chopped, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 5 cloves of garlic chopped, 6 cups of chicken stock, 2 14.5 ounce cans of diced tomatoes, 4 packets of Goya Sazon, 1/4 cup of chopped fresh basil, 1/2 bag of mini meatballs, about a pound, 1 13-ounce bag of mini ravioli, salt and pepper to taste, and grated Parmesan for serving. This is quite a large quantity of soup, so make sure you use a Dutch oven or a soup pot. And I've got the little bit of olive oil warming up. Now I'm going to add my sausage coins. So we'll get this sausage nice and browned before we add vegetables. Well, this has browned up nicely, and it really didn't render that much fat. So I am not gonna have to worry about draining the pan. So we'll let this sit over here for a little bit. There we go, doesn't that look pretty? And now we are going to add our vegetables. Still over medium heat. We have the carrots, garlic, the onion, the celery, and of course I like a little heat. If you don't add this, but I'm doing 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. So now we'll just mix this, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to add a little salt and pepper. Look how cute these things are. I got these for Christmas. Look, they're electric. And they have lights. Thanks, Sharon. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper to this. Isn't that cute? Though it has a little cap. I love these things. And pepper. And then there's a light. We'll soften this up, and then we will move along further. All right. So the vegetables are nice and soft, and they're gonna continue to cook. So we're gonna add the sausage back in. We didn't wanna get it too browned. And then we are going to add, I love the petite diced. We're gonna add those. Oh my gosh, it's really easy. It's like dump soup. You just keep dumping stuff in there. And then, oh, nice. Then we're gonna add some basil. Just dump it in, and chicken stock. Now you could also use a beef stock, but I think beef is kind of heavy for this. So now what we're gonna do is bring this up to a boil, and I'm gonna share with you one of my secret weapons. When you have soups and things that you're cooking and it just doesn't seem to have the right zing, I buy this Saison from Goya. They come in little packets. This one has paprika or something in it, and it has like a reddish color, but it won't fight with this. But there's also one that doesn't add color. But let me tell you, these are so good to keep on hand. When things just don't taste right, and I think with this, it just adds the flavor that you need. And so I'm gonna add about 4 packs. And I've experimented with this a few times, and I think 4 is good. So now what we're gonna do, it's all mixed together. We are going to bring this to a boil and then let it simmer for a while. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. And honestly, in about 20 minutes, this is gonna be done. So this is simmered for about 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, the flavors have really melted together. So I'm gonna put this up to about medium low, just to get a little bubble going. And I'm going to now add the mini raviolis. And to just kick it up a notch, I'm going to add some of these mini meatballs. And this should take about 10 minutes for everything to cook through and warm through and get softened up. Soup is on. Look at that. Little basil on top, but just for a little fun, I'll just put a little shredded parm on there. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese before I eat it. So I'm gonna give this a try. Oh, looks so good. It is perfect. And since it is tomato based, I think a nice dry red goes well with this, and a Cabernet Sauvignon from Hahn, very reasonably priced, goes perfectly. Love it. Go to my website, caseynewyear.com, and look for ravioli soup. You will feed the masses with the amount of soup that this recipe produces. It's excellent. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. Well, I am here with Rude the Dude from the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. Change of season, that means updated menu.
Yes, we just came out with our new menu. We got some old favorites and twist on the new things. Our fall drink menu is out, coming soon also. But we got a lot of things going on with the change of the season here.
And what about football on Sundays? All these screens, this is a happening place.
Yes, we are now the home of the Youngstown Browns backers. We're open every Sunday from 12 to 8 with some great drink specials. So if you're a Browns fan, it's the place to be.
And don't forget, I hate to mention it, but the holidays are just around the corner.
Yep, right around the corner, and we have our catering season coming. So we have our banquet hall, holds up to 150, good for family Christmas parties, work Christmas parties. And if you can't come here, we can do the cooking for you and bring it to you.
Remember, always think about the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery for all your occasions.
Hit the road in the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander from Boardman Mitsubishi. Drive one today starting at $26,995. Plus, get the confidence of an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The summer sales event at Boardman Mitsubishi. Going on now.
Donate now. GavaCamp has a generous family that will match every dollar you donate. Help us build a barrier-free educational camp for our friends with special needs. Visit our website or call for more details. Giving is living.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Well, you remember Kenny Hedera's. We are back here at the Robbins Theater, and this place is blowing up. I mean, you have got so much booked, you know, the movies and those great shows, but we've got a really big event coming up in January because it will be the 100th year of this theater.
100 years. And in this throwaway society, how many things last 100 years? Not many.
Much.
So I think it's pretty cool. We opened it reopened it back. Well,
Right.
first opened in 1923. We reopened it in 2020 on January 9th, which was 97-year anniversary. And now we will have the 100-year anniversary January 6th, 7th, and 8th, which is going to be incredible.
It is going to be incredible. And, you know, it got such a major facelift and restoration. And I mean, every detail was taken care of. I mean, with great love, and I mean, the chairs, every single thing is original, but just restored.
And you know, Mark and Lori and Marvin is the developer, Jimmy DeCenzo, Downtown Development. Like the chairs are you know, refurbished.
Right.
There's so many things, from the bathrooms to all the color schemes are just amazing. And there is so much, like when you go downstairs, you'll see like the big King's chairs. I think you've taken your picture there.
I have.
But there's just some really cool details. There used to be an orchestra pit there. We brought the stage further out just because it gives us, we can bring more bigger acts in. A lot of detail. The dressing rooms underneath the stage are unbelievable. I mean, you know, artists come in.
We got to go down there.
Yeah, we can go down there.
Go to the green room.
There's kitchen down there.
Yeah.
You know, there's TVs, there's lounge chairs. So when these acts come in, most of the time, if they're on
They
the
have
bus,
to be
they're hanging out.
impressed.
They got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So we have great food for them. You know, and
I
everything.
mean, but I didn't realize that Robbins was married into the Warner family.
Yes, he had 6 theaters: the Robbins, the Daniels, the Ohio, the Harris. We'll take a picture of that plaque out front there. And somebody gave that to us. It was in a barn, and the guy, Shirley told us about it, and we went and visited this guy's bar, Marko Brakovic, and he bought it at a flea market. And this thing weighs about a gazillion pounds.
Wow.
And we cleaned it up, and I took Mark and Jimmy out there. And here it is now. It's on the cement wall out front.
Well, we're on the stage now, and this used to be the orchestra pit.
This was the orchestra pit. Pretty much where the proscenium was down is where the stage came. So we had it about 20 feet out.
What was that term?
Proscenium.
Oh my, now what is a proscenium?
That's like that plaster that comes over here. And you know, so that's where the stage, where you see that at there, straight down is where the stage came, and this was the orchestra pit.
Wow.
So orchestra pits really are, I mean, unless you really go to a certain kind of show, doesn't really happen. And we had more use for the stage to bring in bigger acts.
Yeah.
This is all new flooring.
It's
I mean,
beautiful.
before there was a skylight that had holes in it, and the water was coming down, and the stage was kind of rotten, and everything just got redone. I mean, it's amazing the transformation here.
What are the acts like when they come in and see this venue? They have got to
They are, you know.
be stunned.
Well, I think first of all, you hear like Warren, Ohio, and you're not expecting a whole lot, kind of. But we have a lot of great theaters in this area.
Everyone, and the downtown is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean,
downtown
they are
is-
really making an effort in
yes.
restoring and bringing people back
And the
downtown.
person that restored this theater, Mark Marvin in Downtown
Yeah.
Development, is the one that's developed most of the buildings. There's condos down there.
Right.
And it's really incredible. So, but this theater, you know, when you first came in, there were dead birds and holes in the ceiling, but the walls are 18 inches thick of concrete. It's amazing. So he walked in 45 minutes later, I think I can do this, and we were off to the races.
How long did it sit vacant? How
Since like
long
1974. Wow. So whatever that would be, like
Wow.
40, well,
Yeah.
20, whatever.
A
But
lot of- yeah, a lot
I saw the Poseidon Adventure here. And that was like, I don't know, probably 74.
Yeah.
And that was the last thing. And people tell us, I saw this. And we actually have a thing on Facebook right now where people are giving us their memories, their relatives worked here.
Yeah.
And Andy Gray is going to do a nice article.
Oh,
on that
yeah,
for the 100-year. Andy's a super guy. The media has been wonderful to us. It really support us because I think it's really a positive story.
And it's a beautiful venue.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I mean, and as we're talking, you'd be able to hear us in the back of this place.
Yes.
I mean, because the acoustics are I mean, they were built for that.
And Stan Boney had a good term. He called it New York-esque. And I thought that's a pretty good description.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this would be in New York, New York
Really?
City. So, I mean, look at it. The plaster work, there was a guy named Harry Leet, the Scotsman. He was a real crusty old Scotsman. But he did an incredible job. I mean, this plaster is unbelievable. A lot of stuff he had to make molds for because, some of the things were rotten. Like we see those gold, towers up there. Those are molds that were made. And, like up in the upstairs balcony, there was stuff that he made molds and poured plaster and did different things. So, I mean, and all the
that
curtains
kind of
were, look,
workmanship.
even like the R, the scripted R in the curtain. There's a lot of attention to detail that Mark really, I mean, and like he was bringing in red garbage cans with gold. I mean, he just didn't miss any details, which, when you have a project like this, you got to miss something, but he didn't miss one thing.
And I mean, it's really a great place to see a movie or a show. Another 100 years?
Well, I like to think that unless they have some big things in modern medicine, probably not. But it's really an honor to be associated with this and be involved because I think it's kind of one of the last puzzles in the revitalization of downtown Warren. And like last weekend, we had 3 shows with over 1,000 people. And people walk here, they park and they walk. They might go to eat somewhere. They might go to the Sunrise. They might go to Weston, Maine. Or, hey, maybe there's a jewelry store. They might go to Tom Duma's.
Right, there's a lot.
And there's people living down here now. There's condos now, and there's more coming. So, downtowns were dead 20, 25 years ago. And now, look at, Youngstown has done a great job, too.
Restore it, and they will come. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.